Hello, Roger. We cannot hear you.
No?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hear you, but the sounds a bit far away. Do you have mic or you are using the internal
Because
mic?
I was in my home. It's
Oh,
just 8 a.m. and so I'm at my home. So there is
okay.
no mic, just using my laptop.
Okay, you are using the laptop.
Yes.
Okay, can you speak close to the mic?
Okay, sure. Now?
Yeah, bit better.
I'll use microphone.
Hello, Jian-san. Good morning. Please open your mic.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, good. Are it's very clear because I'm using my earphone. Not
Yeah, very clear.
okay, good. Because I feel if we walk in the house and you open your desktop the microphone, every noise from everywhere.
Yeah, very clear, no problem.
Okay,
With
so
your earphone.
Happy birthday, Jiang-san. Sorry for late.
no problem. I saw you the other day at the dental session. I saw you.
Yeah.
Very wonderful session. Yeah.
Hi, Tungu.
Hi, Kuriko-san.
Again. So
Long time no see.
you invite many in ID team in this session.
Yeah, because Sunta told me that I must book SID telemedicine team. So I invited all.
Thank you.
Hi, Nopa.
Yeah, it's nice
Hello.
in
Hi.
Oh,
Indonesia.
hi, Nopa-san.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Good morning all.
Is there Ishak-san from Jipmo? Hello, Ishak-san. And then Chakapan-san.
Chakapan-san no Chakapan.
No, Chakapan. So we still don't have the Mr. Ishak and Mr. Chakapan, but the other speaker are connected.
Okay, thank you, Yoshiko. Okay, it's time. So to start, let's start the engineering workshop in APAN52. Today we will have two engineering workshop, and for each session, there will be the presentation from chief engineers about the reviewing their sessions. Then after that, we had a special session in introduction. And in the first engineering workshop, we invite Tungu for making presentation about their Indonesian telemedicine activity in after COVID-19, with COVID-19. Then I would like to introduce my co-chair, Shunta-san. So please make short greetings to everyone.
Thank you very much. Good morning. This is Shunta Tomimatsu from Temdek, Kyushu University Hospital. In this engineering workshop one, I'm in charge of one of the co-chair. And maybe I will take care of the special session after the session review. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. And Before starting the session, I'd like to invite opening remarks from everyone, very short. So let me call one by one. First is some members from TEMDEC for organizers. And Shintaro-san, please make a comment.
Hello, this is Shintaro from TEMDEC. Thank you all for supporting the medical working group, and I'm looking forward to your presentations on the session reviews.
Thank you. And Yoshiko-san, Chief Engineer of this session.
Morning, everyone. Nice to see you again. So we already had the 3 times perfect online APAN conference. So yeah, you have a lot of techniques and experience what we want to share today. Thank you.
Okay, then I'd like to introduce our coordinator, Komatsu-san, or I can say Yumi-san. We cannot hear. Please check your mic. Okay, so Miho-san, please make short greetings.
Hello everyone. I'm Miho Hayata, the coordinator. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm ready. Hello,
Okay.
everyone. This is Yumi. And this is the first time joining at this engineer working shop. And pleased to meet you.
Okay. And next is University of Malaya. There is Mr. Hafiz and Helmi.
Hi, hello. I'm Hafiz, the chief engineer for the technology sessions. So this is
Hi, Helmi. I'm assistant to Mr. Hafiz.
local engineer. Okay.
Okay.
Nice to
Thank
see you
you.
all.
Thank you. And okay, I can say Komatsu-san, our chief coordinator.
Hello, everybody. This is Komatsu. Congratulations on having this engineering workshop. I'm very happy to see you staying in health. Anyway, well, that's all from me.
Thank you. We almost all TEMDEC member is connected from same room with different
Seats.
PC. Okay, then I'd like to ask Rogen from Kathmandu Model Hospital.
Hello everyone, and I'm Rojan Sai from Kathmandu Model Hospital, and I'm the engineer for the Central Healthcare. Nice to see you all. Thank you.
Thank you. And there is no Chakapan and no Ishak. So next is Mr. Info Lee from Seoul National University Bundan Hospital.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry about my camera is turned off because actually I prepared the other my laptop, but internet specification is bad, so I quickly changed the other computer. Anyway, I am very happy see every members, and actually in this APAN HEP session was successfully finished. And thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And Chian-san from Taiwan.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you again. And so glad to see you all healthy and working hard. And I'm retired. And so now I'm work from home. but I also participate some activity which is sponsored by the Taiwan Heart Foundation. But as a whole, I enjoy my retirement time. Thank you. Good to see you. Bye-bye. Oh, not bye-bye. Thank you.
Please keep connection. You looks good
course,
with
of course.
the blue shirts of blue
Yeah.
team.
See this one, huh? From New Zealand.
Yeah, great. Okay, then the next is Tungur and Kuswing from Brawijaya University.
Everyone, my name is Tunggul. I came from the Brawijaya University. I represent as ID Telemedicine Chief Engineer and also the Dental Session Chief Engineer. Thank you. Mr. Kuswin.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kuswin from Universitas Brawijaya Malang. Nice to see you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Tungur can invite many ID telemedicine team. So there is Agung Laksana from University of Sumatera Utara.
Everyone, I'm Agung from University of Sumatera Utara. Nice to meet you all. Long time no see.
Yeah, thank you very much. After that, yeah, long no I myself is very long time no see to you. And Sriwijaya University, Dwi Baski.
I think Mr. Dwi Basuki, oh, there you are. Mr. Dwi,
Yeah,
can you
we can hear
introduce
you.
yourself?
We cannot
We cannot hear you. I think there's a problem with your headset. Probably you can unplug your headset.
Okay, please check your mic. Meanwhile, I'd like to ask Poggy-san from Severus Mallet University, Dr. Moewardi Hospital.
Hello all.
Hi.
My name is Poggy. I'm an engineer from Dr. Moewardi General Hospital. Nice to see you all.
Okay, so nice to see you. Your mic is a little bit smaller than others, so if you can please increase your volume.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Dwi Baski, can you, if you are ready, please speak up.
Still, we cannot hear.
Yeah. Okay, so meanwhile, I'd like to ask Nopa-san, UI.
Hello, everyone. I am Nopa Kisman from FMUI. Nice to see you all. I think it is the best chance to me to follow the engineer session. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I can say Alvin from ASPI.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Alvin from Advanced Science and Technology Institute. It's nice to see everyone again healthy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So probably we call all people except Baski-san. But let's start the program. So in this medical working group, we had 12 sessions and 2 engineering workshops in this week. So schedule is like this. And summary, as a summary of this working group, we had 128 sites in 31 countries, almost all connected by Zoom. And also in Hoover, there was 270 participants as APAN participants. Just the access and see the streaming. And a variety of session was held as usual. And this time, almost all session prepared the streaming and also Zoom. And it was really nice and good, attractive program for participants. Okay, then from now, I'd like to ask all chief engineer to report their sessions one by one. So first is technology sessions, and chief engineer is Hafiz. So please make presentation, Hafiz.
Okay, let me share my slide first. Okay, everyone can see my slide?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Hello and good day to everyone. Thank you, Mrs. Chairpersons. I hope that everyone is healthy and safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. First, a big thank to Mr. Zahir, but they're not around, and Mr. Chang as the moderator and the organizing community for entrusting me to conduct these technology sessions via the Zoom platforms. All right. I will be presenting the technical review of the technology session as the chief engineer, together with my colleague, Mr. Helmi. Mr. Helmi and I had worked together to make the session on the 2nd August 2021 successful. This current presentation material is more to knowledge sharing and telemedicine activities during the COVID-19 pandemic. The session start with Mr. Zahir giving an opening speech, followed by the first presenter, Dr. Luqman from University Malaya Medical Center, with the topic teleconsultation service in University Malaya Medical Center, and continues with Dr. Aksa from Erlangga University with the title Challenge to Achieve Reliable Online Exam. After the Dr. Aksa speech, the session continued by Mr. Satya from AIG University on sharing the technical experience during the COVID-19 pandemic, and continue by Mr. Chang from former National Taiwan University with the topic telemedicine support during the COVID-19. We have finished the session with the closing remark by the moderator. All right. I have done the connectivity test on 28 July 2021. There was supposed 6 institutions connected that we can see here. All the presenter has been connected to test all the connection. However, on the actual event, there are 15 connection joined, as you can see as in the attachment here, right? So this is the report for in Zoom on the technology sessions. Okay, and then here are some pictures taken during the events. You can see the event is going smooth, and here are some findings issue during the technology sessions. I think the session is really great, but we can say that on this technology session it was easy to host because all the participant is common member and regularly join this meeting. Same goes to good quality equipments, good quality computer to share the presentation. Using a wired is more preferred to excellent connections. Must join the testing for any technical support or any to get the smooth and good connection. Right. So joining the test session is the best way to find any issue of any problem before actual session. And then we are noticing a reducing participant for technology session as before. And I hope more engineer and participant will join the next technology session. Okay, in the conclusion, the event has run smooth and as there are no connection problem during the event. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Hafiz, for your nice presentation. Is there
Thank
any
you.
comments, question? How about the Chian-san for your chair?
Okay, thank you. Actually, I do have a interesting, not a question, but I noticed you say there's you can get all the email from all the participants. Is that from the system, from the Zoom system to your administration?
No, we are using the TemDeck mailing list.
Oh, and mailing list. Okay, okay, got it. Because I noticed there's a participant from Taiwan. That's actually is me, but the email address is different, which is actually the email. Actually, the Zoom I use belong to that professor. So I'm curious, where did you get that email address?
Which?
Go back. Last one. Next. Yeah. Oh, anyway, that's a bigger, not view. I just curious, but doesn't matter. I will.
Long Chen.
Not he. Yeah.
I think because they use MedHawk and the same information of members linked. So if some session update the mailing list, a mail address of some member, then the same member is joined to another event. Updated.
Okay. Because Pelong Chen, the professor never joined our activity, so I just curious why his email is in there.
Oh,
but
that's
anyway,
very strange.
yeah, that's very strange. He's very kind. He let me use his Zoom account for whole years. You know, he's a good guy, and but I didn't know why you got his email. But doesn't matter. Let's do it later. Please proceed discussion.
Thank you, Chian-san. And also, as I was joined as a participant, and I feel very good, very happy because your announce email is very constructed and very easy to understand. Many information is listed, and also Mentimeter and question. Yeah, very systematic and good announcement.
Thank you, Mr. Kul.
Yeah, thank you. Any other comments? Okay, then thank you very much, Hafiz, for your presentation. Okay, then the next is rural healthcare. Mr. Rogen, please, your turn.
Okay. So did you see my slide?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can see.
So hello everyone, and I'm Rojan Sai from Nepal, Kathmandu Model Hospital, and I'm the engineer for the session rural healthcare. So this is session outline, chief engineer and myself, and the date was 2021 08-02, and the connection method was Zoom, and material PowerPoint. Topic was response to COVID in resource limited setting. Six speakers shared their presentation. All speakers shared from remote sites. Up to 10 connecting sites joined the session and streaming live in YouTube. Some photos from the venue. So this time connecting just half hour before the session, and there is no problem in this. So technical review, I think all are good. And so all is good. So additional slide. All the presenter slides presentation was good, and there is no problem found at the session. One presenter did not present his presentation due to busy schedule. From remote sites, KMS School of Nursing was disconnected because of internet problem, and they did not connect again. Test with presenter and connection site just half an hour before the session start, and there is no problem found in audio and visual. I think they were comfortable with Zoom. At local venue, we Kathmandu Model Hospital have 3 times disconnected due to power failure at the whole hospital. So conclusion, due to power failure, Kathmandu Model Hospital had faced some problems, but we got back at time, did not face any major issue in this session. Overall, the session went very smoothly. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryo Jan. Any question, comments from anyone? Anyone
Any
from
comment?
coordinator?
Yeah, about the disconnection of the Kathmandu.
3 times.
Yeah, I was worried, but you always connect several. You will prepare the several co-hosts, and then even the one side you have a backup connection. So
No.
it
Actually, Nirajan and from Enron, I make him a host for YouTube streaming.
Mhm.
But he makes all the presenters a host. That's why there is lots of course in that session.
Yeah, but when you disconnected, but still Dr. Udaya was connected maybe with his phone, mobile.
Yes.
So
his phone.
it also so about the session itself went so smooth.
Yeah.
Even with the trouble, so it was good coordination.
Yes. Actually, this is our fiscal year in Nepal, so we all are very busy. So that's why we are not attending some of the meeting also.
Yeah,
Actually,
we
are very busy, and sorry for that. But I managed the session overall. After all, yeah.
So
This is
I
our fiscal year.
especially, yeah, I feel we especially thank you for your effort to organize your session, because we get your reply. First, you are very busy, your team in Nepal. So
Yes.
you may not able to organize your rural session, but finally you could invite many host many professors and from Australia, EU, Europe, or so we are very surprised that you get a good congress in this short of schedule. Thank you
This
for
time the connecting side was some few less than before.
Okay. Very good. Any question, comments?
Hello, from Comas.
Please.
Rajan,
Yeah, please.
congratulations on your session. It was a nice, it was a really nice content, and especially someone should be I think muted in attending. My voices, my voice. Can you mute it? Give me some. Sorry. Thank you. No, yeah, it was a really nice content. Then I just want to ask you, if you don't mind, I'd like to know your kind of communication tool, except email, because sometimes there's a difficulty to contact you only by email. So what do you prefer? What kind of SNS, like the SNS use? Facebook? Do you use Facebook or WhatsApp or something? Yes. I mean, I sometimes we have difficulty to reach you only using only email, because so do you have some SNS you always use frequently?
Yeah, WhatsApp.
You use WhatsApp?
Yes.
Okay. So let me send you an email with my phone number. Then then it's gonna be more easier to make communication each other.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Not that also.
Okay, so please give hands to Rojan for your nice presentation.
Thank you.
Okay, then the next is easy, but there's no chakapan. Maybe we needed to skip the presentation of easy. And now Mr. Ishak from JIPMA is connected. So hi Ishak, thank you for your joining.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you all.
Okay, so it's your
Can you hear
turn.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you, and it's your turn. We will have JIPMA presentation from you. So could you make a report?
Yeah, I'll share my screen. Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll continue. Technical review session for our JIPMER session in APAN52. Myself, Mohammad Ishaq, telemedicine engineer from JIPMER, India. Our session outline, our APAN52 JIPMER session is on 3rd August between 2 to 3:30 p.m. Indian time. Our organizer, Dr. Kalayarasan. Our topic is advanced GA surgery. So we have this time used Zoom teleconference system of TEMDEC, streaming through YouTube of TEMDEC. We have 4 presentations from different hospitals. Moderator of first session was from Dr. Vaitishwaran from Apollo Proton Cancer Center. Second presentation by Dr. Kalayarasan, JIPMER, Puducherry, India. And the third presentation by Dr. Rajesh, University Hospital, Plymouth NHS Trust, UK. And the last presentation by Dr. Another Rajesh or from Rela Institute of Medical Center, Chennai, India. And closing remarks by Dr. Kalayarasan. Our photos during our session. So more than 11 centers are connected during our session through Zoom, and some 8 participants from YouTube. And he is our new engineer, Ms. Kavita, and myself, Dr. Kalayarasan. Photos during our session. Connection test the day before the session. Actually, this time we have scheduled a 2 days test session on 31st July and another test session on 2nd August. Unfortunately, no doctors are joined for the test session. They said that they are very familiar with Zoom due to COVID. They learned very well. So they told we don't want testing. They all directly join on the day of the conference. Our technical report is first presentation by Dr. Vaitishwaran from Apollo Proton Cancer Center. So streaming audio quality is good and smooth. Second presentation by Dr. Kalayarasan JIPMER. Streaming audio quality is good and smooth. And third presentation by Dr. Rajesh TK from UK. Streaming audio quality is everything good and smooth. And fourth presentation by Dr. Rajesh R. Rela Institute of Medical Center, Chennai. So initially it was good, next disconnected due to some network issue in their end and connected again. Image quality and audio is good. And the participants from Bangladesh, Dr. Abdul Abu Kalam Chaudhary from Bagbandhu Sheikh Mujib Medical University, Bangladesh, also connected. And Sonu Subha from Department of Surgery, Bhutan, also connected. Disconnected before the session. And this time we faced the technical issue. After claiming our host control, but I am unable to make the presenter as co-host. conclusion, all presentation went well without any major issue. Engineers from all the centers are supported very well. We would like to attend more centers in near future. APAN sessions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ishak. So any comments, question from anyone?
About the setting of the account, Zoom account, I am so sorry to not to notice that situation before the session start. But about the sharing, display sharing, content sharing from each presenter, because the Jipmer has session has a lot of surgical video clips, so maybe some, I think most, I checked the technical dashboard on Zoom site, and then I found the three of the presenter was connected by the Wi-Fi. So to share the video clips, maybe it was not a very ideal environment. So that's a very, Zoom is very easy to join and easy to share the screen, but to what kind, depending on the what kind of contents, they sometimes the presenter need to prepare carefully the PC or network or setting on Zoom. So I thought that's a very difficult point to coordinate.
That is why we used to keep our testing sessions. So I planned 2 testing sessions the day before the program, but unfortunately, doctors said that no, I know Zoom very well, so I will join directly. So no need for testing.
Yeah, I think the previous
So
pre-test is very important, but maybe doctor is too busy, and then maybe reminder just before the presentation or just before the session. The final reminder is might be the best suggestion for the busy doctors. It's my idea.
Yeah, it's good, but last minute, actually, I tested before the session. They share the screen, everything goes well, but I don't know what kind of connectivity they are using. Maybe their dongle or mobile hotspot. So that will be the issue of streaming the video clarities.
Okay.
Okay. Any comments, question?
Well,
yeah, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, from the coordinator side, I was so happy to working with the Mr. Ishak. He
Thank you.
so functional, and he is quick response and quick action, and I was so happy to help the Jipmer session. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And you said you have your junior engineer recently.
Yeah, Miss Kavita has joined from our side. Yeah.
Great.
But, she didn't join today. She has another program.
So you have many programs. So you have several.
Yeah, after COVID, we are very busy. Yeah, everything virtual nowadays. So all conferences we are organizing through online mode.
Yeah. Congratulate and great effort. Maybe you need to support
Need more engineers. I need more engineers. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah. Thank you, Ishak, for your nice presentation.
Thank you
please,
so much.
Give him. Okay. Next is HPB Info-san. Please make your
Hello?
presentation. Yeah.
Yeah, Inori speaking. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, okay. I share my presentation. Wait, please. can you watch my presentation?
Yes.
Yeah, let me start my presentation. Title is Technical Review for APAN 52 HP session. Actually, in this time, chief engineer is Inori and Kyushu, Mr. Shunta from Kyushu University. It's every time is same. And in this time, we used Zoom conference system in this time, and 8 participants, 8 institutions are joined in this session. Seoul National University and Hokkaido University, Tohoku University, Chiba University, Kyushu University Hospital, Seoul Medical Center, University of Malaya Medical Center from Malaysia, and the Kathmandu Model Hospital. Totally 8 institutions. And we had 4 speakers. The first Seoul National University Sundang Hospital and the Hokkaido University from Japan, Tohoku University Graduate School of Medicine from Japan, Chiba University from Japan, 4 institutes. Also, the speaking duration time is 20 minutes each speaker. 네. This image is session progress. First invitation, I sent invitation letter and confirm from participant, and the technical test and the final rehearsal. Usually, we have final rehearsal is starting before 1 hour main event. And each test timetable before the session. So almost most engineers join to test. Seoul Medical Center didn't join, and the actually Kathmandu Model Hospital is not join. Just in this time, Dr. Udaya joined. The plan was Dr. Udaya joined himself, but main event days changed. So maybe four doctors gathering in conference room, and then they joined. But Kathmandu Model Hospital is every time, and Kathmandu Model Hospital's conference system is every time is so good, so I didn't worry about it. The medical center as well. And each presentation timetable. Technical, each technical review. So in this time, we don't have any problem in session. So each session portal. Sorry about that image quality is not good, but its first image is Seoul. Second image is Chiba University. Third is Hokkaido University. And the conclusion is the session was generally successful. This APAN GP session was satisfactory for the system's voice, screen, and internet quality. Thank you.
Thank you, Info-san, for your nice presentation. Any question, comments from anyone?
So may I have comment?
Yeah, please.
Thank you very much, Inho-san, for nice technical direction of the HPV session. And I think it was good session technically. But I have two comments. One is Myanmar. Actually, the one institution from Myanmar joined the connectivity test, but couldn't join the actual session. I don't know why, but maybe there are some issue in the institution. And another one is YouTube. Unfortunately, we couldn't have a YouTube streaming due to the short preparation, but the next time we hope we could have the streaming out. Yes, that's all. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I have a question from Mr. Shunta. The streaming service issue. Let me tell you about the streaming service issue. I asked HEP sessions chair, Professor Han, before maybe 2 days ago. So it's that time I don't have enough time for confirm from participant because Professor Han think about the streaming service is good idea to every participant and many doctor and the medical staff, but he need he told me if show the streaming we need confirm from every participant and the institute, but at that time we don't have enough time for confirming from every people. So maybe next time I will prepare more quickly and early, so I will get confirm from every institutions. Yeah, and the Myanmar situation, I'm not sure about Myanmar. Because we had the pre-test and I noticed maybe twice time, and I got the answer from Dr. Winhut. I will join your session, right? But maybe Myanmar situation is not good these days, so maybe I guess. So I'm not sure. Oh.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Info-san. So regarding the streaming, thank you very much for your comment about your team will think to have streaming for next. And we are discussing how to get the confirmation from the all speakers. Usually organizer need to get the confirmation for the streaming from all speakers. So maybe we need support for making some documents about the participation, confirmation participation, and agree the streaming or something like that.
I have another comment.
Yeah.
When we started our session, many participants joined. So I checked the list, join members, but someone joined using their own account. So I can control who is his institution. I didn't know. I don't even know about every participant name. So I discussed with Mr. Shunta. So we should make general format, naming format, name first and then some institution's name like this. So I think we should make some format for joining join when they join typing general format like this. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
May I have a comment?
Yeah.
In this engineering workshop, a lot of participants describe their institution in display name. But Yoshiko, did you order to all institutions to do that, or just they did
No,
voluntarily?
they follow. Yeah, they are chief engineers, so they know this kind of problem. So naturally, they act like so. Then in the current teleconference, some participants shows
Actually,
their institution name with their names, but we need to remind
yeah,
all
yes.
the member.
And I have another comment. Actually, when I joined the meeting, I just click the link from email. It's just so comfortable and so nice system. But just click and click and joined. So someone cannot change his name. So we should talk about that issue, I think, from next time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, and also about the streaming and system, the whole system of a medical working group. In this time, first, APAN tell us just joined Hoover system and
Yeah.
joined. So first we thought each session organizers doesn't need to ready a Zoom account for themselves. But after that, we found there is some technical problem. Connecting Zoom from Hoover have the degrees of the quality. So this problem is not good for the medical working group, especially we need a good image. So after that, we decide to ask all chief engineer to prepare their Zoom and also stream out for APAN participant. And it's difficult to tell you. We organize a medical working group and we record the video and Komatsu-san make the video link and also document for summarize the meeting for those they cannot join, those who cannot join the medical working group. But it's difficult to tell some members if you don't join the medical working group. So how to complete this communication problem? So probably we need to require all organizers or chief engineers to attend the medical working group, or if they cannot join, please check their movie and catch up the meeting. So if you have any comments, we are very happy.
May I?
Yeah, please.
Ayuli Komatsu speaking. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for
I hear, listen so carefully.
I'm a little bit intimidated because you're getting annoying me. I hope.
No.
I hope you won't now. Anyway, as you mentioned, I really agree to your opinion that we should discuss, communication problem that we faced this time. But I just want to know, you were perfect, and your session was perfect actually, but everything was ready just before APAN starts.
Yes, yeah.
that was not good for everybody. That was not good for my heart, you know. So just I like to know what exactly do you think was the problem for the late? So you said in your presentation, first action was sending invitation to every presenter. So when did you send that invitation? So was it enough time having before starting APAN, or it was a little bit late to send it to presenters? How do you think about that? What was the clear if you have a specific problem you think that caused this late? Anyway, I don't need you to answer now, but then I'd like to know what was the problem, because I'd like to improve that issue as well. Just my comment for your for your presentation. That's my just my comment. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. If you are good, if you have good communication method other than the email or
No, he always
keep call.
Miho always has his what KakaoTalk account, right?
KakaoTalk.
Yeah. They are communicating each other. But I think that there must be another problem that make HPV session be late. So I just want to systematically solve that problem with Inli. Thank you.
Okay.
May I have a comment?
Yeah,
Sure,
please.
sure.
Yeah, I think nowadays, I've been observed the activity in our medical working group. It seems that our engineering play more role as or our original, because some session which original is organized by our medical doctor, but after some, as you know, doctor is quite busy, so gradually our engineering field will assign, and sometimes our role as a coordinate, so makes our role is a little bit more. And as because we try to communicate with those doctor, and those doctors, they don't know us, so they sometimes their response is slow. That's I always experience. So some session which I noticed in the past, actually really, every correspondent is by our engineer. So that's a good thing, but also not good, because if this session is organized by original design is organized by the doctor, I think the doctor should know the responsibility to make everything set, and our engineering just accept their order, say I want to communicate with those people, and please make a connecting test with them. That's all our needs. But the rest of the encouraging to send the biography, send the PowerPoint presentation, I think that should go to the doctor, medical doctor, because they are the peers, and they, I think, is for some culture is more properly to communicate among themselves. So that's my comment, and I think in our future planning, we should emphasize whose role, and engineering role clearly during the test. The rest of, I think our doctor or our organizer maybe should assign some assistant which is doing administration's work. So that's my comment. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. Your opinion. Yeah, I think so. When I have every session, every time is same, you know, and because the system is not same with every institutions. Some institution has very good engineer, and but some institutions doesn't have any engineer. So doctors have to prepare everything themselves. Some institution. So I think the engineer like me and Shunta, like Komachi, and Mio have to try connect with the doctors, I think, using email. But usually when I send the mail, I can get answers very quickly from Japan, Temdec. But some country, some institution, when I send the mail, they will answer at least 3-4 days, you know. So sometimes I just call to their doctor or engineer, you know. It's just too hard work. Yeah. So I don't know how can I solve this problem, you know. Every time working very hard, very kindly, very hard, and try keep in touch with the police, but it's just too hard, you know. Yeah. So I think we should just try keep send the messages, send the emailing. Yeah, it's my comment. Yeah. And I am very thank you for Miss Mio. So she sent the she sent the message from Kakao. It's Korean some application about community. It's so comfortable to me, you know. Sometimes I cannot check email, but because I have got too many mails from every institution. But Miss Mio sent the when she sent the topic or issue, I can answer very quickly. You know, it's good. Yeah. Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
Inho-san, it's
Yeah.
Miho. Yeah, thank you very much for your support. I assume that you were very busy this week, but you are doing very good. It's really helpful for me. So
Yeah,
thank
me
you
too.
again for your cooperation. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we all agree with InfoSan's comment, and we recently the coordinators' work is very much more important because the technology is easier than before, and many people joined many institutions, and the doctor are very so busy, and some institutions have the assistant, but some institution doesn't have. So we also, we notice that the no coordinator or no administrator is a barrier for having this kind of activity. And please keep in touch, and probably we need to solve this problem from some way.
Because one can I
Please.
say one suggestion?
Please.
I think most of them engineers here have many administrative issues. So why don't we do some questionnaire to get their comment, what they are facing on especially on administrative issues. Then we can tackle with them. So
Great.
Mm.
Yeah, good
I'm gonna,
suggestion.
yeah,
Maybe
yes,
yeah.
I'm gonna prepare for some contents, then extract their problem, then let's solve together. So yeah, there must be solution when everything was emerged, then we can just solve that question. So if all of you don't mind to answer our questionnaire.
Yeah, let's take this kind of questionnaire and please answer what
Mhm.
you worry about for
Yeah,
the
that's very,
administrative work
that's
or
what we need.
coordinative work.
That's what we need, I think. We need it, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so time is running.
Yeah.
So
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
thank you very much, Info-san, for your nice presentation. Okay, the next is APSC, and the Chian-san is chief.
Okay, I'm going to share my PowerPoint. Something wrong. Just a moment. Okay. Where's this one?
It's editing mode.
No, it's I know. It's strange. It doesn't go to the. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. This Asian Pacific Society of Cardiology, they joined our APAN Medical Working Group activity since APAN49, which is the last year, the March. And our organizer, Dr. Junling Li, he is a member of this society's educational chairman, and he feel he needs his society needs to learn something from our medical working group. So he very happy to join our activity at every APAN meeting. And also he not only in the regular APAN meeting, he also hosting this kind of webinar every month. And I'm the chief engineer, and after I retire, so they asked me to support them. So now I use the Taiwan Heart Foundation as my title. Another engineer is Dr. Duke Du. He still works for the National Taiwan University. We cooperate with each other. And our sessions outline is here, and we're using Wednesday, the last session, and this is the organizer. And our topic, actually, this is the second serious topic, a second one, assessment management of valvular heart disease. And we use Zoom, but we also streaming, and the server is which is belong to Taiwan Heart Foundation. And here's the program and the participant. According to the APSG's webinar, they didn't invite many speaker and audience because the format they host is let the chairman and the speaker, they discuss among themselves, everyone as a panelist, so they can, they all expert, so they know what's the question and the major issue. So we only streaming out to that our member, the APSG member can watch all the webinar through the YouTube and the APSG Facebook. And we, of course, we follow the medical working groups tradition or our rule. So we always urge to the connecting test. And the connecting test, we invite all the participants to join the test. But you can see our first connecting test, which was held on Monday, and there's only one doctor, he should join us. And everything is good. After that, actually, she gave me a request, and because she said, "Can I have only share my my screen with other, but can I in my screen I can see that this is called the presenter mode, which means people can watch his speaker's next slides like this one, and sometimes they put some note, and this usually if you have a dual screen or you connect your laptop your laptop with the screen, and you can have this kind of effect which is provided by PowerPoint. But she asked me, how can I do that? And I said, wow, I never be a presenter, so I don't know how to do that, but I'll maybe study it. So later I found out they do have a solution. We can just, as in Zoom, we can share partial screen. So we can, for example, we can only share this part of the screen, and people can, like you only see this part, but from the presenter screen, she can notice there's something else. So anyway, that's this time we didn't work, but it's good to listen for me too. We also noticed from our last month, our APSC cloud webinar, we noticed we doing the streaming smoothly for years. We don't have any problem. But the last time I noticed we didn't make a Facebook and the YouTube. Luckily we always recording, so we still keep that as a whole. Later I will explain why we always keep our recording. So that didn't show. So we decided launch a streaming test, which is among our engineering. And because in the past the APSC Society, they also get some support from restreaming this kind of website, because with this restream support, you can use a single key which is embedded in Zoom, and you can send multiple streaming sites, Facebook, YouTube, or any others. So we use that for years, but then we don't know why it didn't work. So we asked, can we have a test? Actually, just a day before, and it's work because they launch a new, they give us a new streaming key. Oh, I think maybe that's because sometimes the key they only provide 1 year, and years later they expired. So we get a second one. It's work. So all the streaming, actually, I streaming our APAN activity and for just for a test. So that's why you see that this is the actually is within APAN meeting. I share the screen. So the final test that we also have a half hour before the session start. All the connecting sites join, everything's okay for testing PowerPoint, voice. Also, I think I also need to remind some of our engineers, because really our medical doctor, this is cardiologist doctor, they always got some emergency case, and their time is quite limited. So if you ask them to do some tests, pre-tests, sometimes they really don't bother to join the test, because nowadays, since the pandemic, almost every doctor familiar with all kinds of video conferences platform. So they already know how to do that. They even know they don't need the engineering to support them. They know how to change their the virtual screen. They have a black background. Everybody know that. I'm not everybody, most of them. So for this case, you see this doctor from Singapore, from Abu Dhabi, from Japan, they never test, only just 10 minutes before or half hour before the session starts, and it's work. So we should sometimes we just relax. Sometimes if you ask me, oh, are you really nervous? I say relax, because I think nowadays, because the improvement of the technology like Zoom and other software, which is really easy to handle, no need for our engineering to support them. Okay, so seems everything okay. Are we going to start?
Oh,
okay. The session start.
Okay, yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah. I don't worry. I also watching I using a second window, so I know what I'm saying. Session start. Streaming fail. Thank you, Sonta. Also, he mentioned he also joined that meeting, and he mentioned there's no streaming. So I said, wow, what happened? Because we tested yesterday, but it didn't fail. So it's really embarrassing. It never happened before. I asked the chairman, bear with me, I have to fix this problem. And we, after 10 minutes, oh gosh, 10 minutes, I finished. So the streaming out is okay. So I also monitor, I can watch on the Facebook, another also YouTube. So I can see everything's going well. Oh, that's never happened before, but I'm so glad it's worked. So after the during the session is worked very well. Everybody have a very good discussion, and right after the meeting, I got the recording file from the Zoom, and the Zoom have got a very service which I can get my Zoom recording file from the cloud, which means I can go back home because I was in another office. Usually you get this Zoom recording file, you have to wait and when converting, but this time I send to the cloud so I can go home. And I put on we have a web APS cloud website, which will keep all the recording file. Let me see. And this platform, you can see we have lots of the video recording file from our previous webinar. And there's something I need to share with you is that I will do some editing. For instance, people just want to watch from YouTube, you have to drag and to editing. But this one, I can easily to set an index. So after I say the index, our doctor can immediately if you want to review this one, and you can immediately to jump to the place you want to do that. Also, because this is for educational purpose, we are planning to open this website to APSC members, the cardiologists in the Asian Pacific region, because they want to get some certificate, a credit through this kind of online learning. So we must monitor who is watching them and how long they watch it. So we can, because they have to log in. This is not open public, but you have to get the permission to log in so that I can know who's logged that one, when. Actually, I do know, I can also know how long they access. So even if you want to do some assessment, also can work from this system. They can pop up as assessment to ask them reply. So this is what we are doing since last we joined the medical working group activity. So our activity for the cardiology session is that's done. So thank you. Any question from audience?
Thank you, Chiang-san.
Thank you.
Any question to APSC?
So,
yeah, please.
Congrats on the wonderful session. Just one question. Did you find out what the problem was that caused the streaming failure?
Yes, of course. That evening, Dr. Lin, Junjun Lin, my boss, she called me, say what happened, because he was watching online. And so I checked that. Actually, in fact, a little shame of me. I forgot how to launch the Zoom. I mean how to input the streaming key in the Zoom for a long time, because I did that years ago. Things if you set up, then the following meeting you just click streaming, everything is work. But this time I realized actually I forgot, so I tried to check what happened. Then I realized that the keep code I use old one.
Okay, so you mentioned that you you got the new key, but you forgot to
save it. I forgot save it. So when next day I say you can second meeting room, still the old key, so it doesn't work. So that's give me a good lesson, and I really I learned something new. Anyway, it's good. Well, you make mistake, but you also learn something. Thank you. And also thank you for your support. I remember you joined.
No.
Oh,
no problem.
Sonta? Is Sonta? No. because I was get some information from someone mentioned I should streaming out from the web browser. No, actually you should go to the Zoom app, because Zoom app can let you streaming out. So that's but the key you have to input correctly.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. So its time is running. So thank you. Make great presentation, Chian-san. Okay, then the next is a special session. So Shunta-san, please lead this session.
Thank you very much. So hello again, this is Shunta from Tembec University Hospital. I'm in charge of the second part of engineering workshop 1. So because this APAN52 is online but organized in Indonesia, I'd like to I asked Mr. Tongo to have a telemedicine activity in Indonesia. So actually, I have many experience to work with Indonesian institutions to have a telemedicine. And I know there are so many skilled IT engineers in hospitals. So in this time, I asked them about their experience under the experience of telemedicine activity under the COVID-19. So Tenggu, may I ask you to start the presentation?
Okay. Let me share. Is it visible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Here I will describe what ID telemedicine activity during pandemic COVID in Indonesia, presented by me. But actually, in this presentation, I'm collaborating with Mr. Nova Krismanto, Mas Yanuarten, Agung Laksana, Pogi, and Dwi Basuki also. Okay. When the pandemic started, everything became online in all activity. In our daily activity, we are limited. We cannot go to the office. We have to get online lecture. We have to have online examination, and all the employee become the work from home. At the first time we deploy the online system like this one, we do to the training to all the lecture and administration staff, because they didn't recognize what is the online meeting, what is a lecture online, and how to work online from home or anything place else. And the challenge is we must repeat the training, because we cannot only train once and then we let them to explore by themselves. No, but we must repeat the training several times, so they get used to use the application online system like Zoom, like other application that we use. So we have so many options available at the first time the pandemic started. We have two, we divide it into two, the synchronous way and the asynchronous way. The synchronous way, we are usually using the Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, GoToWebinar, and Zoom. And the asynchronous way, we are using the YouTube video and then PowerPoint audio. And still, Zoom is the best solution in almost institution in Indonesia. So all institution activity, almost all faculty become online class, online examination for the computer-based tests, online for the skill test, online seminars, online doctor out, nurse out, dietitian out, and then the graduation ceremony. And then during the pandemic, all institution is very, very busy with their internal meetings. So The online meeting today is just like a daily activity, not only for the university, but in Indonesia situation, kindergarten school also using the online system. Elementary school, junior, high school, everyone using the online meeting for the activity in this pandemic era. So in this presentation, I will already assist by all other engineer team that are located in Sumatra Utara. This is the location in Indonesia island. We are now focusing on two islands from the Sumatra and Java. Mr. Agung from the north side, and then Mr. Dwi Basuki from Sriwijaya, Mr. Nopa from University of Indonesia, Mr. Yanuatan from the Gajah Mada, Mr. Pogi from Wadi, me, and Kuswin from Brawijaya, and also Dr. Aksa, sorry, not mentioned in this map, from the Erlangga University. So I will show you about the activity in Mowadi General Hospital in Central Java. Before the pandemic, the equipment is very, very small, very limited, but activity just like endoscopy, neurology, ministry, health, governor institution meeting, and the hardware's only the webcam, Logitech, and the one Ever and one mixer USB. Teleconference application not available, not purchased yet before the pandemic. So this is the teleconference room before and the hospital director room before the pandemic era. At the beginning of the pandemic, just like that, I thought that all the activity in the online is become increasing so big. So the limitation for social mobility, everyone must have some teleconference. But the challenge is the hospital IT team is get overwhelmed, not only for working in teleconference question, but also fulfill application requests by aim to reduce face-to-face contact. The network team also working hard to meet the hospital internet need. Even they're preparing CCTV for the isolation COVID room. Because Mr. Pogi here is responsibility in multimedia, especially in teleconference. So he collaborated with education and training department to have initiative to provide training all staff to use the teleconference application, especially Zoom. So this really has good impact because now each division can conduct teleconference. After they learn and then they practice, so we are not only assisted, not have to involve in any in every meeting. So support many activity encourage management to increase the need of the equipment. So after the pandemic started, just like this one, Mr. Pogi trained all the staff for the first time how to use the online system. And then they started also teleconferencing with the governor and the Ministry of Health for continuous meeting to discuss all about the COVID. And then the right corner below is the network team that repair the CCTV in the COVID room in the full body protector because they have to install the CCTV in the COVID isolation room. So the teleconference activity now carried out by each medical staff group, not for the engineer, because they can using the teleconference by themselves. And then they are in hospital also using the teleconsult, using the WhatsApp application developed by the programmer. Management provides support by purchasing more additional equipment for teleconference, just like ever from the first before pandemic only one. Right now they purchased 4 USB microphone, USB webcam, and then purchase the Zoom Education 20 account in Zoom Education. And then implementation offline and online training also. So that's all from the Mowadi General Hospital in the first. And then we move to the University of Indonesia, we are focusing on virtual graduation ceremony. This is the first virtual event with 350 participants online. All the participants is online, and Dean and the Master of Ceremony and the engineers in on-site. The event is scheduled for today using Zoom and YouTube for streaming, using very limited equipment because this is the first virtual graduation ceremony in the University of Indonesia. This one, the equipment that the University of Indonesia prepare for this. This is the layout for the online graduations. This is the mapping devices, background, content, spotlight, out to the OBS, and then the microphone, YouTube streamer. This is the mapping of how to connect it all become one. This is the person in charge during the event behind the scene. Yeah? One, Mr. Nopa as OBS operator, Mr. Safei becomes Zoom operator, there are soundman, and Mr. Dedi become the content operator, and then I don't know the floor director, and the cameraman is Mr. Bowo. I almost recognize all the team in the University of Indonesia. So this is the back man behind the events, behind the camera. This is the picture from the event. They will collaborate together to have the online graduation, and the first online graduation is University of Indonesia. This is from the University of Indonesia. So we are moving the online exam monitoring from the University of Sriwijaya. So this is the focusing on how to make exam online monitoring. So student using laptop to open the question and answer the question using the exam application. We are almost using the Moodle application. So the student answering using their laptop, and then they must use their phone to monitor the student environment to make sure that all the students not cheating. So we can monitor the use the student activity in this room, and we also can monitor also the monitor in the laptop. So to make sure that they don't open other application except the Moodle application. This is the online exam monitoring system in the University of Sriwijaya. And then we move to the north to the University of Sumatera Utara. This is the transformation, the skill examination before and during the pandemic. And the top lab, this is usually in the room, there are 3 persons. One is the simulated patient, and then this is the student that have examination, and then the lecturer to mark the to make a value for the student. So 3 people in one room, but it's no longer applicable during the pandemic COVID. So only the student inside the room. The lecture become in the other side, or probably in home using the Zoom application, using the laptop, directing to the simulated patient, not using the person anymore, using the mannequin. So the student using the examination, and the lecturer can evaluate from the home. This is the transformation online examination on skills in the University of Sumatera Utara. And then this is Mr. Agung, house lecture during pandemic, because but in some people in our country, almost all the IT staff still go to the campus to maintain the connection, maintain the events from the campus. Even other employees work from home, but almost all the IT staff still work from the office. This is the online seminar that held in University of Sumatra Utara. There is so many events in Sumatra Utara, not only for the dental. At the first time, Mr. Agung only supported the dental faculty. And then have the international dental conference getting much bigger, and then the dentist oath taking ceremony also, just like the University of Indonesia oath, and then this one the dentistry oath in the University of Sumatra Utara. And then because Mr. Agung has very skillful in the dentistry faculty, he asked the request by the Faculty of Pharmacy to support the pharmacist oath event, because Mr. Agung already successful using conduct the oath dentistry. So the other faculty asked him to support the Faculty of Pharmacy's oath events. And then they see here request also by the pharmacist management to conduct the meeting online. And then request by the Faculty of Medicine to support the ENT in the medical faculty. Just so Mr. Agung not only support the dental dentistry faculty, but also the pharmacies and also the medical faculty. And then this is a seminar in the dentistry faculty. And then this inauguration professor, so he moved from the faculty now in the university. He support so much. He become the famous people in the University of Sumatra Utara during this pandemic. So we are moving to the University of Gajah Mada in Yogyakarta. There are several subscription teleconference using the platform. In the University of Gajah Mada, they not only using Zoom. The lecturer may choose what platform they like, that just like the Google Meets, Microsoft Teams, Cisco WebEx, Zoom for Education, and also self-development GUYUP. They call the GUYUP UGM. If I'm not mistaken, the self-development is using the big blue button, if I'm not mistaken. And then the faculty medicine, they have the portal. This is the Zoom portal and the Zoom reservation platform that developed by the Mr. Yano Arten and team. And then this is some picture from the lecture in the University of Gajah Mada. They moved to all the lecture become online. They have studio also in the faculty to provide the lecture, to have the online lecture, and then online examination. So many online examination, almost all the University of Indonesia using Zoom as a platform for the online examination as monitoring tools. But the exam using the Moodle, almost using Moodle. And then this is a professor confirmation, doctor oath, nurse oath that already held in the University of Gajah Mada, Yogyakarta. And then this is the other event, the other activity using the book launching in the University of Gajah Mada. So even in the pandemic era, they still can do the book launching using the platform online. So the pandemic doesn't stop the creativity to launch the books. And then this is a formal event using the big event, using the virtual stage. They're using the virtual stage here, and then others, and then support members in the background. This is some formal event, the University of Gajah Mada. This is the signing MOU using Zoom annotation features. In here, Professor Gandes signing the MOU between the University of Gajah Mada and Taipei Medical University. They're signing the MOU using the Zoom annotation features. And then this is the behind the scene, bundle cable, crowded area, so many events. that lead by Mr. Januarte. Thank you. This is from the University of Gajah Mada. And then I go to the Universitas Brawijaya in Malang area. In the first pandemic, we only have 20 account of Zoom. Now we already have purchased 40 Zoom account education in large meeting. And one large meeting, oh sorry, this is still in some bahasa I will provide. And we accommodating 5 bachelor program for master program and doctoral program, and also from 15 the specialists. In the first bachelor degree that are usually very routine, we are not using the reservation tools, but we allocated some special Zoom only for the bachelor, and others we are using for the reservation online. Sorry, this is all my still in bahasa. The first pandemic, we are very, very overwhelmed. And then we are using the reservation tool, using the Google form that we keep updating. The first time we only one Zoom for one meeting, one day. And then we divided again in one day. We split it in the 4 session, morning, noon, and then evening, and then night, for the efficiency of the account. In this reservation system, we must make the day before the reservation has already included, and then it's task doing by 2 persons, one in the scheduling and one for distribution and the complaint desk. Thankfully, in the Zoom update, it's very useful. Right now, we are using Zoom. We can have concurrent meeting. So one Zoom account in education or enterprise or business can handle 2 meetings parallelly. So this is helping us so much, because we have 2 parallel meetings only using one account. So we can have so many meetings with only, so we have 40 accounts. So at the same time, concurrent, we have 40 meetings in concurrence using this Zoom useful update. Here the Zoom reservation platform that we are using. So everybody must using this Google form to input the date, the time, and then from the which department, and then this is the response. By using the Google Sheet, we can see the timing, the request by who, and then Mr. Kuswin behind the scene deploy the Zoom scheduling, and then distribute the Zoom link to the all the people who reserve the account. And then this is the report for during the pandemic from the start. We see that in the 1st April 2020, the request of 500 meeting, only 500, the first, and then increase until in June, we have 1,000 requests. But in the 1,000 requests in the June, so many meeting that then we can afford. So in the June, we are adding more the business 10 account to accommodate, and then still we are increasing, but this is the unfulfilled schedule is decreased. And then in the right now in the April, we are adding some more account. Until now we have 40 account. So average in our faculty, a month we have almost 1,000 meeting. So from the first pandemic until today, we already have around 14,000 meeting that already conduct in our faculty, only in our faculty, not in university. So the conclusion is practice make perfect. But in this pandemic area, right now we don't have work hour. Every day we must support the online meeting and no more day off, because almost the examination, almost the seminar, almost the big event is conducted in the Saturday or in Sunday. Right now, almost in all the university in Asia, IT staff become the important person. But the positive one is much easier to ask the new device, new support system, new application, and everything is much becomes simpler, because now we are the famous person in our faculty, in every institution in Indonesia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tungu and the ID Telemedicine team for a wonderful presentation. Actually, I feel so exciting to hear your activity. Also, this presentation is almost 50 slides. I feel this presentation is quite summarized. I mean, I'd like to hear more details, but time is limited.
Yes.
I feel the limited Q&A session. So do you have any question or comment from audience?
Please, well, if any. Because other engineers here can all help me to answer the question.
So first, I'd like to have one comment, but actually, this is our common sense, but that using teleconference itself is quite easy in these days. But your presentation, I feel that your telemedicine engineers professional is to cover each individual needs. It means that customization is one of our main work, I feel.
Yes. So we are involved in some big event that need truly customized high-end devices. But if the meeting only the usual meeting, the daily meeting, all the lecture, all the stuff can do by this on. But in the difficult thing, like the old graduation, online seminar, that using the virtual stage, and using the bigger room, using the long lens camera, we involved in that area. And also from the online examination, usually the IT support is much more needed in that area, not in daily usage activity meeting. That's why now we have become almost engineering in Indonesia is become the important person. Mr. Pogi, would you say something about this one? Because this idea came from you. Become the important people.
Actually, IT staff, like they know, is most wanted.
Most wanted person.
Yeah.
Regarding that, the AGUN supported the other department, not only the dental department, but we telemedicine engineer is getting important person. So I wonder his boss don't want him to support other department. Because
sometime like that. Yeah, Mr. Agung. How to get permission to support other faculty, Mr. Agung?
Speak bahasa mungkin.
Bahasa silakan, nanti saya translate.
Nanti biasanya itu antar pimpinan saling komunikasi. Kemarin acara kalian sukses, bisa nggak saya pinjam tenaga IT
Okay.
untuk support di kami gitu.
So
Biasanya gitu.
the permission just like this one, Sundasan. The dean of the pharmacies and the dean for the medical faculty request the dean of dentistry to learn. So to ask the Mr. Agung to support their faculty, just like that. This is the formal permission from the dean on its faculty.
I see. It means the discussion between the head of each department.
Yes, correct. And then not only faculty, Mr. Agung also support the university.
Oh.
So it's a rector of.
Very nice.
Yeah. Also, Mr. Dianuarten, Mr. Nopal, sometimes have the biggest event using the virtual stage, using the OBS virtual mixer, like that. Any comment, Mr. Dianuarten?
But I'm not a famous person. I still like this. Yes, we have 8 IT staff here, and then the teleconference IT staff is mostly work daily here. Not even the morning, but still night. They have to arrange. Yeah.
Arrange, support the online meeting, because right now using the telemedicine, even in the Saturday night, even the Sunday night, the head of department still using the online meeting. That's why we must support. If the meeting is from the dean, the head of department, sometimes we must assist them. Just like that. How in the University of Indonesia, Mr. Nova?
Yes, I think the key is practice and communication, because if we have some cases, how I have to arrange graduation online, how in the WhatsApp group. If you have a solution for this event gitu, and then I try to learn and practice for the display. For the OBS, I think I have learned the OBS from Mr. Agung, Mr. Tunggul, and the other.
Yeah, it's like this one, Sundasan. First time, who got the doctor oath, and then streaming in YouTube, and then other engineers from other faculties see the YouTube, and then they adapt, and then they customize and make it much perfect, and then share again, and then we learn again, adapt. So we are always customize and prepare to get the bigger the best solution in the doctor oath, just like that. So we are sharing each other in the ID telemedicine engineers.
Yeah, sharing the knowledge and also tips is quite important.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I have 2 comments, but one is in these days our ID telemedicine workshop is postponed, but I hope next time we will have very fruitful knowledge sharing. We will do that. And
it's supposed to now gathering in Jakarta, but the pandemics blocked this one.
Yeah, another comment is, we should make this kind of knowledge sharing should be expanded to the international activity. Not only Indonesia, but I'd like to involve all Asia Pacific or around the world telemedicine engineers.
Okay. Please.
I will do that.
Uncle, if a Zoom company they going to nominate someone as a value user, you are the first choice. I will give.
Please remember, Chiang-san, you are the first one poison me with Zoom.
Yeah, yeah. actually, I'm interested to organize some kind of meeting with Zoom company. So engineering part. So maybe discuss with them. We have some suggestion to them for Zoom
It's
company.
very interesting.
I think they are quite friendly.
Yeah.
Maybe we can manage some. Maybe Tempe can arrange something with Zoom company in United States. Yeah.
I would like that. Yeah, we're waiting.
Good.
Nice.
Okay. Any comments or questions?
May I? Yeah. The online MOU was very interesting for me. Yeah. Maybe in Japan, maybe we still cannot have such a online MOU on Zoom. But I from your presentation and from your information from Indonesia, I always have the impression that the Indonesian people are all very open to the introduction of new technology. So is it because of your network, ID telemedicine network, or is that the same as the usual other university, other hospital, other Indonesian people?
Yeah,
Is it
probably
unique culture?
Yeah, we are adapting so fast. So as you know, at the first time we are using, we introducing our activity, our Zoom activity, our APAN activity in our faculty. It's very hard. But after they have no choice to get the online, everything has to push become online. So they must adapt. That's why everyone now actually using this online system because they must. It's a must. They have to use one or they can leave behind. And then because we are the ID telemedicine engineers as knowledge before that, so we are getting we are much faster in the learning and then socialization to train others person. We are much friendly because we are in know this system at the first time. That's why we always learn, we always spread this knowledge, not only in our ID telemedicine engineer, but also actually for me in private and Mr. Guswin, we have other WhatsApp group for the IT engineers in our university. So if we have a new technology, we have new features in Zoom or others online system, we are spread to other engineers, not only the ID telemedicine, but also in the IT working group in our university. So we are learning each other.
You made a very strong network and a base for telemedicine, the future telemedicine. Yeah, I feel so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have a lot of things to comment to you, but the time is limited.
Yes.
So we need to close this session. You know, the 5 minutes later, the NYS session will start, and we will have an engineering workshop too at 3:30 p.m. In Indonesian hour. So we will close the session, but see you on
2 hours.
Yes, 2 hours later.
Okay.
3.5 hours later. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I have to present the dental session. Okay. I forgot. Okay.
So thank you very much and see you later. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye bye.
Arigatou gozaimashita.
Bye. Terima kasih.
Bye bye.
Thank you.